Hey everybody, well you may or may not be pleased to know my calf racer's got an MOT. I managed to get her down this afternoon because I had something else to do, and I had a tiny little bit of time, and I went and got her MOT'd and she passed, and she ran quite well to the MOT station and ran back okay. So all I'm waiting for still is the V5, which should be through hopefully any day soon, and I can tax her then. But she's all done. There was only one thing that I missed, which was I didn't even notice it was here. The bar that goes onto the brakes was supposed to have a little split pin in it, and I never put a split pin in because I didn't see it. But there you go. She's all done. She's starting, she's running. A slight little bit of vibration on the front wheel, and I think either I've not got the tyre pressure right, or it's that tyre. The tyre might be not quite right front running. I'm not too sure on that. Could possibly be out slightly. There is a little dink in it, if I think I've said on one of my previous videos. So she could be just out of true a little bit. I'm gonna have that all out of there. The speedo I've got still not right. It's telling you what sort of speed you're doing, but I think it's lying a little bit. And also it's not clocking up the mileage as you're going along. So there's something not right with that. It was a cheap one I bought offline, and it's not good. So I'm going to get another one of them. I'm going to get another speedo at some point. But yeah, there she is. We've gone from a pile of rusty old junk, well it's still a little bit rusty in places, to a fully roadworthy working bike. The MOT guy was quite impressed with it. He said there's not too many things there that are worth even writing down as advisories or anything like that. They're just tiny little things I shall do as I go along. Definitely going to change that exhaust for a different back can, because that one, for some reason, it's got movement in it, in the jaw. There's a bit I think somebody's welded in the middle there, and it's a slight little hole there. I've filled it a couple of times, but it keeps blowing out. So I'm gonna get a different back can, which is shorter, so I can then jack up the bike on me paddock stand when I need to, and hopefully I can get a slightly smaller can that goes over that bit that's been welded in, so I can put sort of like a slightly better race can or something like that on. But hey, I'm just so pleased I've come so far with it, and she's got there, she's done it, she's done what she needs to do. Everything worked on the day, which is what you want. Brakes are all fine, lights all working, indicators working, starting, stopping, frames all okay according to him as far as he could see. Nothing's hanging off or loose or any of those things. So yeah, she's done. It's just, as I say, just waiting for to be able to tax it now, so I can use her to go backwards and forwards to work. Yeah, I'm chuffed to buttons. Really pleased. Thank you guys for all your support, with your subscribing and new subscribers, and I've had some good comments. As I said, I will try and pick up another bike at some point when I can afford to get another bike, find another bike at the right price. Something a little bit bigger and something with a little bit more age to it. like a 1980s or possibly older. We'll see what we can find, and we'll run another project. We'll see where we go with that one. But yeah, say she's had oil change. There isn't much I haven't done to that bike. The only thing I didn't do, which I should have done, which I learned myself the other day when it didn't start, was changing the plug. But that's all been done now. Brand new plug, oil change. Some of the bits I've done, yeah, are a bit Heath Robinson, a bit shot in the dark, like the horn wasn't working. I've got that working now. That's all working. Lights all working. I think the handlebars might be out slightly, slight little off center or something like that. Not too sure, but we can sort that out. That's not a major issue at all. It rode quite well. It handled quite well for, you know, an old bike that's been left outside for over 3 years, and it's been here for, well, months, being pulled apart and worked on. I think I am going to have all the wheels out again and lube up all the bearings and front bearings, rear bearings, everything like that, so she's got smoother running. I may invest in new chain sprockets. I'm not too sure, but for the moment I want to get a back can because if I come up here, you guys, you might be able to see this section here. There's a blow in there. There's a little hole. This is an aftermarket thing. Somebody's put something on here that's not right. It ain't right, and I think that I've got play in that, which is not good. I think there's supposed to be a shim or something inside here. Yeah, that's not good, to be honest with you. That's why I'm gonna get, because this bit's fine, I'm gonna get a different can so it slides over this section here. It shouldn't be that far back, I don't think. This is where the problem's happening. But anyway, there you go. She's legal. She's legal, which is good. It's taken a bit of getting there with different things, but she's all legal. She's all ready to go pretty much, which I'm pleased about. And as I say, doing the little videos has helped me as well, just you know, motivate myself to get on and do this stuff. You know, and giving myself sort of like a deadline and deadlines to get her up and running. Yes, I would totally agree. In full proper circumstances, you should have stripped everything off the bike, had the frame repowder coated and everything like that. But is it worth it for a little 125? What money am I going to make back on that? You know, buying 2 bikes for £500 and getting that one for free. Possibly I could sell it for 800 quid. I don't know. So have I gained? Yes, I have gained. Then what am I going to get? I don't know. Could I go out and get another bike for sort of £800? Probably I could. Yes, probably I could. Possibly a bigger bike, but then you're looking at a lot more expense with more, you know, money on tax and insurance and everything like that. To tax this is £23, 22 to £23, which is absolutely nothing. The insurance was a pound under 60 quid, and The MOT cost, what was it, £30 I think, and I gave the guy a couple of quid for the split pin he put on, because you know he's had to pay for that. But yeah, it's all done. What have I paid out on it? Oh, I can't remember how much the front fairing was. Not a great deal of money. The clock was cheap, and in hindsight I wish I hadn't have bought it now, because it is just pure rubbish. But it is what it is, you know. The first time I switched it on, the bloody screw started vibrating out on it and the inside. It doesn't work that well, la da 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 da, but you can get a rough idea of what speed you're doing. But you need it to be accurate for, you know, speed cameras and obviously things like that. The back panel that I resprayed up the other day, still got all this weird, I think this is something in the plastic, it's like little indentations, but I've resprayed that. It's not perfect, but it's there, it's done and it's on. Yeah, I suppose I'm trying to work out what I've spent. I think it was about 35 for the carb, because I put a new carb on there. For the life of me, I can't remember how much that front fairing was. I don't think it was a great deal of money. £20, 19, £20, something like that. So in a 30, 40, 50, if we said £50 for those bits, probably I've probably spent about 50 quid maybe in oil and paint, and I think that's about it really. Anyway, I'm rambling on again. I'm going to say bye for now, because I've nearly hit my marker for my video size, otherwise they don't go on. Love to you all, thank you very much for all your support, and I hope you're as pleased as I am that she's up and running and on the road now, apart from the tax, which as I say, I'm just waiting for the V5 to come through. I'll say bye for now.